All right, guys, here we are, 2026 Minam State Campground, year 3, running the Wallowa and Grande Ronde Rivers. This will be the lowest I've ever run it. We're running at 1700 CFS, and it's going to be pretty skinny. We'll just have to see how things go. Gonna run pretty light this trip. This is the Wallowa River. Plenty of water here, but I haven't seen it this low before, so we'll see how things go in the morning. I was going to get some drone shots, but as you can see, there's quite a few people here. I don't want to irritate anybody, so I got a couple neighbors for the night. We'll see how that goes too. Another fellow boater at the end there, so yeah, check us out. All right, guys, what is up? Morning of day 1, Minam State Campground on the Wallowa River. Ready to go do the Grande Ronde Wallowa Rivers. River still looks like it's in pretty good shape. Doesn't visually look like it dropped much at all. Alright, we're at the put in. We got the gear all piled up in here, and I got done rigging and it got busy. So trailer full of dories back behind that pickup too. So let's get on the river. Do you think I could borrow you guys for a quick second? I should be about ready to float here.
Get in, we got you, Sydney. Go, 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 go. Oh, that was anticlimactic. A little more. Have a good float. You too.
Clean line, safe trip, no sticking. Up to Red Rock Rapid. Some call it House Rock. Not much of a rapid this year. America. How are you guys? Thank you. Yeah? Cool, man. Well, sweet. Thanks for watching. There'll be a new one up this year. otter in the water with his head out, about 40 yards away. Coming up to the confluence with the Grande Ronde. There to your right. Should pick up a little bit more volume now. Very, very doable on the Wallowa section at 1700 CFS at the Troy gauge. So we're looking for a camp here in about another 5 miles. Currently the tracker's reading at 9.4 miles since the put in a little over 2 hours. I didn't start it until a little while after, about a half mile after we got down on the river. So it's probably more like 10 miles. And so here in a little bit we should find some camping. We are now officially in the wild and scenic section of the Grande Ronde. Camp in here for 2 nights and we'll pop out at Troy in a few days. Morning. You guys just pulling into camp this morning, or are you just... Are you? Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna go catch the next one. Guys, you gotta check out this sick campsite. Got in here about 10:30 this morning. Started floating at about 7. We're at Warm Springs Camp. Did almost exactly 15 miles today and had one little scuff, nothing bad or anything, but drug bottom for just a second. But check this out. It's this little bench up here. It's a nice big bench, spread out. Somebody's not doing leave no trace. Sorry, I switched lenses on you there. This thing just goes on and on and on. Just depends on how far you want to carry your stuff. There's a couple more tent sites back here. A couple tent sites over there. This thing just keeps going. Yeah, this thing goes on forever. I almost feel guilty about being the only one here, but you know, first come, first serve. Pork chops on the grill tonight. We've also got some Caesar salad all ready to go. It's gonna taste great. Good morning, everybody. Day 2 from Warm Springs Camp here on the Grande Ronde. We have got some breakfast cooking up over here. It is the start of some breakfast sandwiches. Check it out. Eggs will be last. And there they are in all their glory. All right, guys, day 2, Grande Ronde River. Let's see what brings us today. Hopefully it'll be as much wildlife as there was yesterday. There's a deer crossing the river again. We're just gonna leapfrog all the way down, aren't we? You guys have a good camp? Sweet. Okay. Spin to win, baby. Spin to win. That was a great camp up there.
Yeah, you had a great
Yeah, that was. You could have put 8, 10 tents in there.
Yeah, this is a good spot too.
Sweet.
I wouldn't realize it from the river, but you get up here and it's nice.
A nice little bench.
What's that?
A nice little bench.
Yeah, and plenty of spots for camps. Yep.
Right on.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too. Bighorn sheep. All right, guys, made it to camp 2. As you can see, it is a type 2 camp, which means that it won't be that fun for river camp tripping, but it'll make a good story later. We're on a little island here. You can see all those boats off there in the distance. Those are the last 2 camps on the bench I was shooting for as a secondary option. First option was taken, and then every camp there was taken as well. People way spread out, couldn't even sneak in and tuck in somewhere. So we came down here to this island, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow us away. It's kind of died down a little bit. It was doing about 15-20 mile an hour there pretty consistently this afternoon. But saw the bighorn sheep, saw some deer, popped an oar. A total of 19.1 miles today, and so I'm kind of ready to be done. And so we'll see how this goes. Should be working out just fine. No real good way to tie the boat off here, so I'm gonna have to get it beached up here as far as I can tug it up here. So we'll see how it goes. Good morning, guys. Day 3, Grande Ronde 2026. We are at our Type 2 camp that turned out not to be that bad. It was just hot for the rest of the afternoon. So takeout day today. And here's what we got. We'll be down at Troy here in a few hours. Half as many miles today as yesterday, and looking forward to my most favorite part. One of my favorite parts about this trip is a big greasy cheeseburger at the Wallowa Bar and Grill down in Troy. Check us out for the last day. Alright, pulling away from Camp 2 on day 3. About 8 or 10 miles. Coast to the river gods. 80 miles in a safe trip. Bald eagle. Father's Day weekend float 2026 on the Grande Ronde is in the books. Passing the confluence of the Wallowa River with the Grande Ronde. Thought about you a lot this weekend, Dad. Love you. Wish you could have been here.